I'm Adrian Ghobrial in our nation's capital, where tonight we are on the front lines as police push protesters back and try and box them in and get them to leave Ottawa. Now, we can tell you tonight that police from across the country here, many protesters we've spoken with, say they're not going anywhere. Now, tonight, Ottawa's interim chief of police had this to say about the active police presence that's happening this evening.
I want to hear you scream for freedom right now.
We're focused on returning our city to the place that we all know and love. We will run this operation 24 hours a day until the residents and community have their entire city back.
With hundreds of officers from the RCMP, OPP, Ottawa Police, and multiple other police divisions from as far away as Vancouver here on the streets, officers are holding their line today as they push protesters back. Nearly 24 vehicles have been towed and 70 arrests have been made, including Pat King, the third trucker convoy organizer to be apprehended by cops in the last 24 hours.
Could you please step out of the vehicle, sir?
I'd like to get my lawyer on the phone right away.
We continue to work with the protesters, the demonstrators, to encourage them to leave the area. Every moment that they can leave, they are afforded the opportunity to leave.
Police noting their concern for some children that remain here this hour, saying there's a plan in place to try and ensure no child is harmed.
We implore all the parents who have kids in there, get the kids out of there. They do not need to be in the middle of this. It is not a safe place for them.
Meanwhile, on the front lines, the tension grows, many venting their frustration, while some who want their voices heard are still open to civil dialogue.
So how does my vaccine status affect your vaccine status? It divides families. My oldest is vaccinated and she's immune compromised. It's scary for her. It divides families. The segregation of it all.
When you look over your shoulder, you see the officers, you see, the amount of police presence here. Are you concerned what comes next year?
Yes, of course. The police should be on our side. They should allow us to peacefully protest.
Now, while police are sweeping in on mounted units with multiple tactical forces to push protesters back, just up along Parliament Hill, there's a stage set up. We've seen multiple DJ booths set up. We've seen people dancing on side streets. All the while, right here, police are closing in. Also worth pointing out, this is Family Day weekend in Ottawa, not the regular scene we're used to seeing in our nation's capital. I'm Adrian Ghobrial for City News.